This video, I'm going to quickly walk through the syllabus and set up our Blackboard site for the class. So hopefully you've all watched the video. There's a discussion board video where I walk through the discussion boards, the Blackboard toolbar. Let me open the syllabus here. So here we go. Here's the syllabus on our homepage. All right. The class is English 1200 689 Introduction to Literature. And what I always do when I teach a literature class or a poetry class is I thematize the class. And we're going to be looking at ideas of class, work, and the American dream. There's my name. You can call me Charles. My email address if you want to contact me. Office hours. If you ever want to meet in person or meet through Zoom video, just let me know. Here's the class setup. This class is distance learning, which means we will not be meeting. I'll be posting videos that walk the class through the lessons and assignments and also touch upon the readings. It is your responsibility to watch and take notes on these videos. Even though we're not meeting the course, syllabus will structure the class based on Tuesdays and Thursdays. I think it's helpful to kind of mimic how a real class would be. So I'm going to structure the class schedule based on Tuesdays and Thursdays. This will help guide where you should be and when you should be completing the readings and assignments. Everything will be located on our Blackboard site. Because this class is remote asynchronous, again, it's your job to keep up with the readings, with the work, and basically what's going on. You need to be proficient and you need to know things about Blackboard. You need to be comfortable navigating a Blackboard. If at any time during the semester you feel lost or if you want to work on and cover additional topics, it's your job to let me know. The entire class and all the readings will be available on weekly sessions on our Blackboard page, which I will go over after we look at the syllabus. Here's the course description. This is the college's course description. This course examines a variety of literary genres, fiction, nonfiction, poetry, and drama, as expressions of the human desire to communicate philosophy, experience, and attitudes. Examples found in diverse literary cultures from ancient times to the present are the basis for our reading, analyzing, and evaluating these forms of verbal expression. Meets the literature elective and English concentration requirements. That's the general course description. My areas of focus are more on contemporary literature, so we'll be looking at newer writings from contemporary writers. We won't be delving into the old stuff as much. The themes of this course swirl around the various ideas of class, work, and the American dream. According to the Oxford English Dictionary, one definition of class is a set in society based on social or economic status, a system that divides members of a society based on social or economic status. One definition of work is an activity involving mental or physical effort done in order to achieve a result. We could probably throw emotional, psychological, and philosophical activity in there as well. The American dream is the ideal of equality of opportunity associated with the United States. All these terms have multiple definitions that we will be exploring, arguing with, and complicating throughout the semester. All the stories, poems, and plays we read will examine these themes in many different ways as well. Learning outcomes. This is important. Display a working knowledge of the genres of fiction, poetry, and drama by writers from various cultures and historical areas. Identify and describe distinct characteristics of literary texts. Analyze literary works for their structure and meaning. Write analytically about literature using MLA guidelines. Effectively communicate ideas related to literary works during class and group activities. If we don't meet these, I'll have failed you miserably. I have the class set up through our assignments and discussion boards where we practice these constantly. I'll be providing all the readings through Blackboard. There are no required texts. A few policies. I'm not going to read these word for word. When you turn in your formal papers, they're going to be in MLA format. Discussion boards, I don't care. And I don't care about grammar for discussion boards, but I want our papers to be formally written. And I'll show you some stuff about MLA format in a moment. This is more toward if we were in person, just working in groups, etc., etc. So these last policies are more geared toward an in-person class, so you can skip over those. Here's what you're concerned about, the grading policy. Here's how I set up the course. I always base my courses on 1,000 points. So if you finish with, say, 940 points, you know you got 94%, right? Here's the breakdown. These 100 points. Basically, if you turn your papers and turn your assignments in on time, you will get these 100 points. So turn your papers and turn your discussion boards in on time. The discussion boards, which there's a video on our homepage that walks through those. This is a big chunk of points. So 300. You got to do all these discussion boards to get this credit. And then we got 3 papers. Paper 1, Paper 2, Paper 3. Now because this class is a late start, these papers are going to be jammed together, so you got to get working on them and stay on top of them. The grades will be available on your papers with detailed comments through Microsoft Word track changes on Blackboard and posted in the gradebook on Blackboard. You'll have opportunities to revise and turn your paper in. My goal is for each of you to get an A in this class, and that should be your goal as well. There's the grade breakdown, etc. Don't plagiarize. If you need accommodations, contact the DSS. Here's the course schedule. So the first day, read the syllabus, read this poem, jump into the first short stories, Maylie Chase, Saving Sortie. I have a video with the Paper 1 handout. You'll be reading Baldwin Sonny's Blues, the short stories, a couple more short stories. We're going to go into poetry in the middle section, and then we're going to finish with drama. So that's our schedule. This should be the schedule you adhere to. And if you go to our Blackboard homepage, see if you, on the toolbar here, weekly sessions, I have the weekly sessions set up to mirror the syllabus. So there's the poem, there's the short story, there's a video of me looking at Saving Sortie. So that's week 1. Week 2, there's Sonny's Blues, there's a handout on Paper 1, there's the first day, there's the flowers, right? So the syllabus follows the course here, right? And there's videos on different stories throughout that walk through pretty much everything. So that's the syllabus, and get on here. I don't know if you're familiar with Blackboard or not. You could watch this. Go to our Get Started. There's the video on the discussion boards. Please watch that. The handout on the discussion boards right here. So writing resources, this is really helpful. Introductions, thesis statements, body paragraphs. Here is sample MLA format, how to set up your paper MLA format, all this stuff. Basically, here's some elements of literature. That's the syllabus. The syllabus matches our weekly sessions, and everything's on Blackboard. All the assignments are going to be up there. I'll have videos that walk through the class. If at any time you have questions, please email me. We could talk about anything you want. All right, good luck on the semester.